practice this. 30 days. If you practice something for 30 days, it'll become a habit.
Okay.
And anybody can do it. And it was really great. We tried this as a public program first. We worked with a lot of people all over, and then we started working with businesses and schools, showing what happens when you bring this in and when everybody embraces the idea that they are creative and what could come from that.
We're going to get our creative on. You brought this trinket of our trunk of awesome trinkets here.
Well, so what happens when we do a creative sprint is that we challenge people to try to see their world differently. We're going to make a lot of noise suddenly.
And this is like kind of the concept, I'm oversimplifying, but you know how you read like drive to work a different way, listen to a different radio station, watch a different, well, there's a, you know, drive a different way to work.
Yeah, not a different station.
That's right, not a different station. Bad analogy there, forget I ever said it. But it helps make your mind just think on a different axis.
Exactly, and what we found is that if people just try something really random, look at materials in their world a little differently, suddenly they're thinking differently and they're acting differently.
This looks like my junk drawer.
Well, that was the idea, is that one of the tasks we often give people is just pull out a junk drawer and make something with it. So I'm going to give you a challenge, and maybe I'll help you out.
Okay.
A little easier. But let's just make a face. Faces are easy to make, right? Mm-hmm. So what do you need to face? Couple eyes, nose, mouth. So let's just dig in and do something.
All right.
And I'll talk about what happens when you do this, right? So that you're looking at materials you might be familiar with.
Yes. Have you ever seen the kids at home watching? Yeah. What's that? No, I'm cassettes.
I know. So yeah, pick out some things that inspire you and think about the materials in a different way. And when you do that, right, you start seeing opportunities you may never have seen before. You're doing great. Look at this. It's already awesome. Who needs help on this? You're awesome at this already.
You have a feather
Look
smile.
at this. It's delightful. Hey, make another one.
Don't
Here's my
blow
challenge. You've already made one so well. Make a second one.
Okay.
You can do it.
I can do it.
Look at this.
So, you know,
creativity on the spot.
The idea of doing, you know, this launch and signing up for the social media component of what you do, you can challenge people just in the comfort of their own home or at work, and it's how much.
It's something that you can do anywhere at any time, and we wanted to make it something that simple families can do, kids can do. It takes only a few minutes to suddenly create something that didn't exist before. And what we found is that right now, creativity is one of the most sought-after skills in business, and so one of the reasons that we're doing this work is to show people that it's something they can embrace, they can bring to the table, and that they can then, you know, have another opportunity because of it.
I love sea glass, so that just made me super happy.
Look how great this is.
I want to keep going.
This is fantastic.
It is a lot of fun. What was it like for you? How did it challenge you? I kind of find it interesting that it's a book, and in today's day and age when we're so out there in the interwebs and doing everything that we do.
Well, one of the things we discovered with creativity is that it's a physical form of thinking, that making things with your hands, doing things physically, including writing in a book, working inside of a book, in this case, this book has blank pages you can see that you can actually work in, changes what happens when you do things.
I like the structure of it too, and that it's like day one, this is what you're up to.
Yeah, and our idea was that if we gave people simple tasks, then we got rid of some of those reasons that they wouldn't normally do this. I don't have time, I'm not creative. It's like, well, let's help you out. Let's put the starting place there for you. And that way, look at how deluxe this is. You got hair on his face.
He has some cray-cray hair going.
This is amazing,
you guys.
Monday.
It is Monday.
So let's talk for a second about what just happened, right? So what happened in this process now? You spent a couple minutes making something. Did you look at these materials differently? Did you think about something differently? Do you have a little insight? We're having a conversation at the same time. But
I'm feeling really happy about it. You know, I guess I could have made any face.
Yeah.
Feather face is not my best work. I'm feeling good that we evolved,
thing we made another,
and
right?
we made another one.
Which actually is the proof of the idea of practice, right?
Yeah.
That you did it once and it was fine. You did it again, it's more deluxe, more things happen. And the more you do it, of course, the better you get. And we understand this concept about exercise with everything else. We know if you do yoga all the time or golf all the time, you're going to get better at it. But we don't think about creativity this way, and it's a real problem, right? Because if you give up the first time, then you'll never get to where there's some real benefits coming to you.
And there's no harm, no foul in doing a postcard
Just have a great time.
I signed up for CreativeSprint last year after I first learned about it, and just thought it was so inspiring.